can barely remember how to set everything up here. I've got my audio recording. I have my video recording. I'm now restarting. You wouldn't know this, but I just recorded. But I forgot to format my memory card before I started, so I ran out of footage, or I was shooting and it ran out of space, so it cut my video off. So I was 2 minutes in. I'm going to take it back from the top and start fresh here. It's been a long time since I've rounded up a bunch of beauty favorites for you here on YouTube. I have been spending a little bit more time on Instagram stories, IGTV, now Reels on Instagram. I dip my toe in the water of TikTok and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel like I'm too old for it. But Reels feels more my speed. Anyway, it's good to be back here on YouTube. I have a roundup of a bunch of beauty products I've been loving, some really old, long-time favorites, and then some brand new stuff. Let's start with hair. I have 4 hair products to talk about. I'm going to start with this one. This is the Bumble & Bumble BB Glow Blow Dry Accelerator. I cannot remember if I've put this in a beauty favorites before, but it really does shave time off of my blow dry. So what I do is with my hair freshly cleaned, I will squeeze it out with a towel and then lift it section by section, starting at the back bottom of the hair, and spray this in, and then let it sit and just do its work for about 3-4 minutes, then I'll blow dry. And I swear it takes time off of my blow dry. What I like about this is it's slightly aerosoled. It's not an aerosol that you press the top like you would hairspray and it'll just continually spray until the product runs out. You have to pump it a little bit, but it pumps out in a really nice, fine, light mist. So you're not spraying wet product on your hair and making it feel like I've just made my hair more wet. This doesn't do that. If you need to cut time off your blow dry, and then it's also a heat protective as well. This smells really good. I would highly recommend it. Speaking of protection, I have 2 Virtue products. Oh my gosh, I have 2 Bumble products and 2 Virtue products. This is the Virtue Healing Oil. It protects, shines, and mends. I love Virtue products, and this oil is great for wet or dry hair. If I'm restyling my hair on day 2 and my ends look a little dry, I will just pump 1 pump of this into my hand, rub it around between my palms, and then slide it through the mid shaft to ends of my hair, focusing on the front and back of my hair, like the top layers, if that makes sense. I don't need a ton of oil down here. All this hair is fine. This is the pure stuff down here. I usually don't color that hair. I like the illusion of light to dark. Anyway, the Virtue oil is a great oil if you're looking for something like that. Let's transition back to Bumble & Bumble. This is the Preta Powder Post-Workout Dry Shampoo Mist. This is a wet spray. I love spraying it around the perimeter of my hairline, in through my part, down here at the nape of my neck, and then sometimes back at the crown as well if I want to revive my hair post-sweaty workout. So I'll spray this wet spray on and then use either a standard blow dryer or a blow dry brush. The one from Amika is great. I don't have it here, but I'll put it in a link for you below the video. And that will revive my hair beautifully. This does have a strong smell, so be warned, but it really works. My hair feels clean and fresh. It adds nice density to my root area as well, so it doesn't feel totally flat and floppy. Speaking of flat and floppy, if you want your hair to not be flat and floppy, the Back to Virtue Lifting Powder is awesome. I've been using it daily for months now, and I love it. It comes in a container like this. Can you see the little tip of the nozzle there? So it's kind of like a spring form inside somehow. I don't know. I haven't cracked it open. But you push this and powder comes spraying out. So you've seen powders like this before, perhaps in a tapping motion to apply them. This puffs it into your hair. It's one of my favorite lifting powders, texture powders, whether I'm weighing my hair up or down. And it offers bulk, texture, grit to the hair. So if your hair is really slippery and you find that it's sliding out ponytails, or you want to put it into a half up style and your bobby pins are just sliding out, try using a texture powder like this one from Virtue to give your hair a little bit more texture, but not necessarily hold like what a hairspray would do. So those are the hair products I've been loving. I have resurrected this fragrance from my fragrance lineup. I think there's 4 sitting by my jewelry. This is the Fresh Sake Perfume. I discovered this via a candle that I don't think exists any longer. And if it were to ever come back, I would buy like 7 of them because it was the nicest smelling candle in the world. This is the fragrance, of course. I do 1 spray of this, and it is such a nice mix of a soft fragrance that smells like a touch masculine. I kind of like that. It's either this, which I feel like I wear more in the cooler months, or I have a gardenia perfume from, I cannot think of the brand. I will link to it. What is it? Gucci, maybe? Yeah, Gorgeous Gardenia. I think that's what it is. That smells so nice, and it's a little bit more light. And I wear that in the like summer, warmer months. But this is good for fall and winter. Okay, these makeup wipes. These came in a promo, like just a mailing from Sephora. I'm on the Sephora squad, as many of you know. And so I get samples to try out, which is really fun. So this was sent as a gift with no strings attached. These are the one size go off juiciest makeup remover wipes. They're huge. They are the biggest makeup remover wipes in the world. I know people have very strong feelings about makeup remover wipes, but sometimes they're the right tool for the job. So not necessarily for every day, but if you need a makeup remover wipe for whatever reason, you're camping, you just like whatever your reason is, these are huge and they do a great job getting your makeup off. All right, next up are 3 kind of like under makeup products in a way. Yeah, kind of, I guess I would put it that way. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This was also sent in a little PR sample mailing to me. This is the light medium shade, and this shade. It's beautiful. You put it on your under eye area before you put concealer on. So it is corrector, not concealer, and I know that can be confusing. Think of it this way. The corrector is meant to be like the correction part of dark circles. It really doesn't do much for puffiness. I mean, it's going to brighten the under eye area, so it could kind of flatten out what would otherwise be really puffy eye. However, it's more intended to correct darkness, and then concealer is what looks more like a foundation. It covers more. So while this brightens and corrects, it doesn't necessarily provide a great deal of coverage, if that makes sense. Great if you have dark under eyes. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I put the watermelon, I think it is, flavor of this on, or vanilla. The vanilla is really good too. Every single night. I was using the Bite Agave Lip. What is it? Agave Lip Balm. It's a different word. But when they reformulated, I started having like major issues with the product, which really bummed me out because that Bite Agave Lip treatment was so good. So I've switched to Laneige, and I've been very happy with it. This is the gummy bear flavor, and it's very fruity and grape, which I like a lot. The last product I want to talk about here, and then I have some, just some good old-fashioned makeup down there. This is the Grand Primer, fortified with lash plumping peptides. This is a white mascara primer. See? For a long time, I wasn't using primer. Oh, I'm losing my corrector here. And honestly, some days I'll skip using this if I don't feel like it. However, if you want extra length and thickness to your lashes, this is one of the best primers I've ever used. Ever. I've tried some, I've tried one by Lancome that I hate. I can't understand why people like it. It does not work for me. This one is fantastic. So if you like a mascara primer to add some bulk and thickness to your lashes before you put your mascara on, this one by Grand Lash is the brand, is awesome. Like game changer. Okay. 2, let me see. We'll do these, and then I have 3 tubes to talk about. This Patrick Ta blush, also sent in a little sample kit. This is the She's That Girl shade. I love cream blush. Anytime I think, maybe I'll go back to powder blush, and I put it on, I think, what was I thinking today? Cream blush, I just love it so much. I'm wearing it today. It just looks so beautiful on the skin, and I like a strong blush, and cream blush gives that to me. This by Patrick Ta is 2 products here, which makes for a beautiful option for blush. The cream part is the one under this protective cover. I love that they thought to do that, so it didn't get all mucked up with the powder. So cream powder, I will put this all over my cheeks and then focus a little bit of this right on the apple of my cheeks. It's beautiful. If you need a new blush for fall, I do wish there were more than just, I think, 4 shades. I hope they come out with more. I'm really happy with She's That Girl. It's like a nice peachy pink, and the powder part of it is a brighter pink, so you can kind of control how much is peach and how much is that brighter pink. But you can use them individually, you can use them together, layered, which is how I use them, and they're just great. Let me see here. Let's talk about this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in 2 medium. It is a flawless powder for like an airbrushed finish. It's a setting powder. It does add a touch of color to your skin. I got medium, as you can see. So it would not be like a translucent setting powder, like Laura Mercier has translucent setting powder. Makeup Forever has a great translucent setting powder. This does offer a little bit of tiny coverage, but it more like mattes everything out and makes everything blurred to look, honestly, perfect. So they named this product right. It does, like, a lot of the product flies away when I put the brush in there to pick up the product to then put it on my skin. So I think there's some extra waste with this that I haven't found in other pressed powders. Like whenever I've used MAC powders in the past, that stuff never flies away. Like that is just good quality powder makeup. This is good quality, but it's just a little maybe thicker of a mil, so it's flying away a little bit. And it's not a loose powder. You know I hate a loose powder. Anyway, if you're looking for a setting powder that has a touch of color but mattes everything out to where it looks flawless, you would love this. Charlotte Tilbury, like no one can do beautiful, glamorous makeup quite like Charlotte Tilbury. I mean it. Okay, this was sort of an impulse buy when I was in Sephora after many moons of not going because of COVID. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan. I like it because it is matte and it is such a good, such a good bronze shade for me. Some bronzers are a little bit too warm and orange, and I just like something truly tan. And this is it for me. I also love that it's enormous. I mean, look at this thing. So I can put a big fluffy brush in there and just cover my face with bronzer where I want to put it. And it's not like trying to work like Benefit's Hoola bronzer in the little box. Come on, Benefit. Just, you can't even like get in there. And there's all the wasted product on the side. No waste here, big open container so you can get a lot of the product on your face. Next up is the Fenty Beauty Amber Match Stick. This is a matte skin stick. I use it as contour. Look, it's like a thick contour crayon, so I will run it under my cheekbones. If I feel like attempting a nose contour, which I've felt maybe twice in my life, this would be great for that, but I really don't mess with that very often. This is truly a gray-based, perfect contour shade if you have light skin. I've honestly really been pleased with it. It's easy to use. It blends in beautifully. I have a cream bronzer, not to be used for contour, from Tarte that I really like, but it's definitely warmer, slightly more orange in shade than this. I mean, this is true gray. Can you see that? I hope that's coming through on camera. So if you're looking for a cream contour stick that's really easy to use, this one by Fenty would be great. 2 mascaras I must mention. This is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. It is a tubing mascara. It comes off really nicely with just water. It makes my lashes look so long. And it's one of those products that you need to practice working with because tubing mascara applies totally different, in my opinion, than just traditional mascara. I mean, it tubes around the lashes. So you got to work kind of fast. And once it dries, you don't really want to go back in there and add another layer. It's just going to be too thick and look a little clumpy. So if you can work fast with it and build your lashes out with one like attempt on an eye, and then move on to the other eye, you'd really like it. So called Instant Extensions, great name for it. It really does make it look that way. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I was excited to try this. This was sent as a PR sample. It is a great mascara. I will say I noticed a touch of fallout under my eyes after using it the first day, but it could have just been that I was not as careful with my setting powder with concealer, so I will try it again. Right now I have false lashes on temporarily. This mascara is great for just like widening your eye. Isn't it kind of crazy where like mascara seems like it's mascara, right? But every formula is so different. And while I don't get a ton of length with this mascara, this Charlotte Tilbury one, like I do with the Hourglass, this one fans my lashes out really nicely and it adds a perfect clean thickness to the lash. So this one is more dramatic of a definition. This one is a little bit more clean finish. It offers a nice curl and just looks really nice on the lashes. This one's, yeah, a touch more dramatic. That's how I would break these down. Both great mascaras. All right, I think I went through it all. These were just recent beauty favorites. I could sit here for hours and hours and talk you through every single beauty product I have and love and use every day because I just love beauty products, but it would be way too long of a video. So I hope you enjoyed this quick look at some things I've been loving recently. I will put links to everything on the blog post that this video will live on. If you're watching it here on YouTube, you can just click the link to the blog post right below the video. And if you're watching this here on the blog, thanks for being here. All the links should be right below this video for you to shop and check out. And I'll see you guys in my next one. I want to say it's going to be in a month, but I honestly really don't know. We'll see. Although now with fall coming up, I want to find more like rosy nude lipsticks. Maybe I'll do a lipstick haul. We'll see.